Hello and welcome to the aid station. I'm Chris Robb and I'm really super excited to be heading to Portava in the Ukraine, where we meet Maxim Krivenko, who's the director of NewRun, and joining Maxim is Katia Shevchenko, who's the partnership manager for NewRun. Welcome, nice to see you, Maxim and Katia. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Thank you so much for making the time. Let's start. I'm interested, and I think Maxim, you're going to be doing some of the talking, and then Katia is going to help you out. Katia, sorry, is going to help you out. Tell us a little bit about your background. Very interested to hear your story before you came to NewRun.
Okay, we started our events in 2015 years. It's a small event about 700 people, and we started as volunteers team. I am in track and field athletic a very long time, about 5 years. I am at last, when I was young, I was professional runner at short distance, and track and field athletic is my love with all my life, and I want to share its love with running community, and we begin trying our start, but in 2017, so we started as professional team on road race events, only road race events. We never trying off-road events, and now we have 63 events on all Ukraine.
Wow.
63, yes. In 2015, we have only one event, only 700 people, but in this year we have 37,000 runners on the year. The biggest events in Kiev, it's a capital of Ukraine. In this year, we have offline events, and we have 10,000 plus runners on all distance. It was a half marathon. We try marathon and half marathon and other distance in events. In general, we are businessmen, and our business experience helping us with organized events. I think professional organizers team, it's a business. It's a business system, but we have very big big parts of events. The runners, it's only not biggest parts of events. In 2090 years, we have 60 million reaction on our events. It's a very big, yes. Very big reaction. We have big partners. It's multinational business, and this multinational business stay very hard условия.
Sponsoring, supporting as sponsors?
It's like partnership.
Partnership, yeah, right, yeah. Wow, what an amazing story. Congratulations. And you know, again, one of the things I keep finding when I speak to people in the aid station all over the world is this incredible power that our industry has, where it starts small, 700 runners, and grows to tens of thousands of runners and spreads around the country, engages people. What a great story. Thank you for sharing that. Can you tell me and the listeners what's happening there now? What's it like? What's the COVID situation? Have you been able to have many events in the last few months? And as you head into winter, what's it looking like for the next few months and into 2022?
Mm-hmm. The COVID story starting for us at February of 2020, and we first in Ukraine, who is приняли, кто принял этот вызов?
Who took this challenge?
We took this challenge, and we first as starting online events, and in March in 2020 we starting online events, and it's was very successful solution for us, for running world on running community of Ukraine, and we have many participants on our online events. We do a record of Ukraine количество участников.
Quantity. About we made a record of Ukraine of quality of and quantity of online marathon athletics.
12,000 running in our online events.
12,000, and from just in the Ukraine or from many other countries as well come to join?
Only Ukraine.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
But COVID story, it's about a fast solution. Давай, наверное, я говорить, ты будешь переводить. Ковидная история — это быстрое решение в рамках текущей ситуации на сейчас.
COVID story is a fast solution for our situation with COVID for now.
Как только появилась возможность проводить в офлайне, мы очень быстро сориентировались и начали проводить в офлайне.
When we have to resolution to head offline runners, we start to make offline marathons and half marathons.
Мы научились организовывать офлайн старт буквально за несколько недель.
После ковида.
В рамках вот
in this situation, in the COVID situation, we learned how to make offline events in just in a few weeks.
Okay, wow, well done. I mean, and again, I think this is what we're seeing, so much adaptation during these times to get people active. People want to be engaged, part of community. I'm interested to understand, you're obviously involved in running. What else is happening in the mass participation space in Ukraine? Are you having triathlons, you're having cycle, you have obstacle races like Spartan and Tough Mudder type of events as well? Or just running?
Ивенты, какие проводятся у нас в Украине с этой ковидной ситуацией?
У нас вот проводится some events. It's a triathlon events, but it's small events. It's few hundred people. Running events, it's a big events. It's 10,000 people. It's a few thousand people. But now with Omicron, we have some problem with off-light road race. But at this autumn, we have normal situation with COVID, and we trying normal offline events. It's a good season for us.
That's great to hear, and great to hear brands getting involved. How about government in terms of supporting the events, getting permits? Does the government see the value of the health and well-being that the events bring to the community and support them?
Я понял, о чем спрашивает.
Как государство относится к поддержанию?
It's a problem. It's a hard questions. At first, when COVID story is begin, we have goal. I need save all potential our team. NewRun, it's a big team. It's a big professional team.
How many in your team?
It's for starts. It's about 35 managers. Different process of start. Some of this team working all years.
Yeah.
And our events, our start now it's resourcing start, and at first goal in COVID story, it's save this potential when которые мы наработали за там предыдущие года, и нам удалось это все сохранить.
In this situation, we have to save our achievements for many years, and we save it.
Да, мы первое, самое главное достижение, это мы не пострадали.
Our first and main goal that we save this all and don't and don't less it.
Okay, understand. Yeah.
About supporting government process, they они позитивно наблюдают, как сказать.
They look positive about our events, and sometimes it's difficult, but they support us.
That's wonderful to hear. That's really great. So great to have government support, to have the brands that are supporting. They see the value. I always like to, on the aid station, to talk about challenges. What would be some of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome? I mean, this is a new business. It's growing very fast. What have been some of the biggest obstacles you've overcome in the last few years? I mean, I guess COVID must be a big challenge, but have there been any other challenges? Is one of the challenge getting enough staff that are experienced to be able to deliver the events? I'm very interested, and I'm sure people that are listening would be interested to understand some of your biggest challenges you've had to overcome.
Самые большие вызовы с ковидной историей.
Ну, в принципе, можно.
Да. Two big challenge. It's our team. We need save our team, and relationship with all parts of event, relationship with partners, with government, with local government, with running community, with volunteers.
Yes.
Many organizers in this COVID story have lost all parts of this event, and this main problem of all organizers in all worlds. Save all part of this event, and our business experience helping us with solve this problem. Кроме NewRun, кроме спортивной деятельности, мы еще такие классические бизнесмены, и наши бизнес-подходы, они помогают нам удерживать контроль над все, что происходит вокруг наших стартов.
We not only in NewRun, we are a good businessman, and this help us to reach our goals in sports events.
Yeah. Okay. So it's very much, it's the business, it's the operation, it's the whole thing to make sure that it's sustainable. I'm interested to understand in the Ukraine, social media, I guess all over the world, social media plays a big role. People in the Ukraine very engaged on social media. You have good engagement with your community. You've obviously spoken a lot already about your virtual events you put on, but what are some of the platforms that you use to engage with in the Ukraine with your participants and your community?
Не совсем понял, что
Что,
сказал.
какие пути социальных, ну, типа радио, телевидение, газеты, что мы используем? We used.
Нужно, наверное, сказать о том, что одна из сторон нашего взаимодействия — это профессиональная промо-компания, маркетинговая компания, которая помогает нам продвигать идею бега для всех 40 миллионов жителей Украины.
One of part of our community is some marketing team that helps us to reach some our goals in running sports and destinate this for our Ukrainian people. We use some marketing like television, radio, and social media.
Yeah, and your social media, the platforms in Ukraine, is it Facebook and Instagram and the like, as it is in many other parts of the world, or you have specific platforms that are unique to the Ukraine?
We have Instagram, Facebook, and our website.
So tell me, Maxim and Katia, in the media we see the story of war and it's not safe in Ukraine, but clearly if you have these events on, there must be parts of it where it's safe to run, and it looks to me like a beautiful country and a wonderful destination. What would you be saying to people in Europe and other parts of the world if they were thinking of coming to participate in one of your events?
Yes, now we have a problem with Russia, but biggest part of Ukraine, it's normal situation. People live in normal life, and in 22 center of region, trying marathons, trying normal runner's life, simple life, and marathon community and marathon events have a growth. We trying our events in 15 regional center of 22. And 5 of this, it's a member of AIMS, but all our events trying with European sites, quality and safety standards, and next year we want to go to the label of World Athletic. Kiev, it's a big city, about 4.5 million people, but general черта, отличительная особенность, как сказать. The general questions of our starts, we planned a flat course. I am runner, I am road runner, I am not off-road runner. I like flat course, and our course, the flatter as we can.
Yeah.
And this is important for the many runners. I know it's important. The runners want to run on flat race.
We want to see that Ukraine provides safety and real safety and European country. And we will joyful to see a lot of European athletics in our marathon.
In Kiev, in last race, the winner ran half marathon faster as champion of Ukraine.
Wow.
Yes, for the flat race, flat course, it's a fasted course, and it's interesting for the many runners of Europe.
Wonderful. Well, we'll tell that story through the aid station, and hopefully you have many more tourists coming to visit you. We get rid of the fear of war and get rid of the fear of COVID, and hopefully many people come to run your wonderful races.
Yes, we want next time some памятка помощника. Some guide for the European runners. When we first time in Ukraine, we posted some guides how you come in Ukraine, and where best to live, where best to eat, where best to go in and start.
It's like a little clue for our tourists and our athletics from another countries that will help them to live and start running in Ukraine.
Sounds wonderful. This whole experience, which is not just on the race, but it's everything around it. Sounds wonderful. I'm really interested always to get, when we get towards the end of an aid station, to talk about inspiration. What are some of the inspiring stories that you've seen in the short time that you've been there? Have you got something that really stands out that can inspire the listeners in terms of an example of a story that you've seen?
Ну, первое, самое вдохновляющее, это тысячи людей, которые стартуют и финишируют. Я стою со стартовым пистолетом на каждом старте, я директор гонки. И первое, я вижу лично там эти 36 тысяч людей, которые стартуют и финишируют.
Most inspired is that Maxim, as director of run, race director, saw emotion these people who start run in begin, and they are delighted when they finish it, and this emotion is more inspired in his life.
Я насчитал 14, по моему подсчету, 14 раз у нас на финишной арке делали предложение: муж жене или жена мужу.
In our starts, 14 times in Maxim saw that 14 times man was made a proposal of marriage for girlfriend in our finish, in our events.
Wow, that's wonderful. So 14 marriages in only a few years. So many more proposals to come, and many more future runner generations being created.
It's like a running family that begins in our events, in our starts.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great story. What a great way to end. Thank you so much for making the time. It sounds like amazing success. Congratulations for all that you've achieved so far, and all the very best going forward. Clearly, you're making a massive impact on the well-being and lives of people in the Ukraine, and hopefully one day we'll get a chance to come. It's a country that I haven't visited, and I'd love to come and see one of your events one day.
We invite you in our starts in 2022.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maxim. Thank you, Katia.
We have some
One more story, please.
Yes, one more story, of course. Yes.
Иногда у нас разворачиваются прям драмы на стартах и финишах. Была одна драма, переведи.
Sometimes we can saw some drama in our events.
Один мужчина бежал старт со своей любовницей.
Какой любовница? One man ran start with his not wife.
И это not wife повесила ему медаль на шею на финише.
And this not wife to bring his medal on a finish.
И в финишном коридоре его встречала жена.
And in finish, wife, real wife of this man met him with him and his not wife.
So now he has to run the next race with 2 broken legs.
Следующий забег он бежал с 2 сломанными ногами,
Он
спрашивали.
выбросил свою медаль после этого.
He put off his medal.
После этого позвонила его любовница.
And then to us called his friends.
И мы еще долго разбирались, что же там на самом деле
And
произошло.
a lot of time we helped them with their relationship.
So you have a matchmaking service and a counseling service in your marathon.
I know this participant, and when I seen he in the start, он перемигивается со мной, он знает, что я участвовал в этой ситуации в его.
That's a funny story. Thank you.
Now we are good friends. This participant with Maxim, now this good friends.
They're good friends now, and now they run with the 3 of them together.
He's some slowly as
He's slower than Maxim. He's not running.
I'm a marathon runner too. I am run about 20 marathons. Yes, about 20 marathons, and I want to be faster as now.
Fantastic. Oh, it's great. It's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for the stories, and all the very best for 2022.